How's it going, YouTube? It is another day, and yes, it is another video. As always, this is Game, posting a video a day, or attempting to. Pretty no frills, so apologies for the camera work, but hopefully it will give you more enjoyment seeing the collection. So I'll be posting toys, videos, VHS, everything in between, all the way from the 60s right the way up through to today, with some modern pieces as well. But today, I wanted to show you guys, I don't know if these are random or not, I'm not sure. Basically, these are Crites from the film Critters. I absolutely loved Critters as a kid. They did make quite a few of the films, and they do progressively get worse as they go on. But the first two Critters films are absolutely awesome, just absolutely love them. Found them absolutely hilarious when I was a kid, and it was, again, another one of those films that I would just get on rotation quite a bit. Now, I do actually also have the cinema quad of Critters as well. Quite fortunate to have that, so maybe in a future video I will show that one off. But for today, I wanted to focus on these. I don't know what you'd call them, because they're sort of like hard plastic. They're sort of hollow. They're fairly light, but they're just like plastic, sort of large figures. If you put my hand there, like, you can kind of see the scale. Sort of large figures that are basically just covered in fluff, but they're just really, really cool. I actually got them as a 3-pack, so there was 3 of them. I didn't pay very much for them. They came from a certain Chinese website, so I would guarantee that they are not licensed. There's certainly no tags or markings on any of them. They are all kind of fairly plain and generic, but they are just awesome. I mean, this guy in particular, I think he's probably my favourite, and then maybe this one on the end. But yeah, I just when I saw them, I kind of just thought I've got to get these. So, and like I say, because they weren't expensive, they were pretty cheap. I can't remember the exact price. I want to kind of say maybe about £20, £30 maximum. I have had them for quite a while now. I don't know what they are. If you went hunting for them now, you probably would still find them, I would expect. But given the age, they've done quite well. They just kind of sit in my office, kind of peeping over my sofa at the moment, but I will try and find somewhere a bit nicer for them to live at some stage. And they absolutely terrified my kids when I first got them, which was hilarious. So when I first got them and I put them in the office, my kids came into my office, which is typically where a lot of my collection is, and my youngest daughter spotted them popping over and absolutely scared her to death. Yeah, she did end up laughing afterwards, of course, when she realised that they weren't actually real. They were just hard plastic figures. But yeah, I really like these. Again, not a vintage piece, but based on vintage material, obviously based on a vintage film. I don't think there's a lot of Critters stuff out there. I certainly haven't seen very much Critters stuff out there that would be officially licensed. Maybe there is. Can you guys shed any light on it? Are there any toy companies that have made officially licensed toys or merchandise for this? I'd expect obviously there'll probably be t-shirts and things like that, but in terms of actual toys and plushes and stuff like that, I'm not sure about it. Like I say, it's certainly not something I've ever seen, but then you never know, because in places like Japan and varying places like that, they go wild for this sort of stuff. So let me know in the comments if you've seen anything official. I would love to see it. But other than that, what do you think about these guys? Do you think that they're cool? Do you hate them? Do you like them? Were you a fan of the film? Were you not a fan of the film? I would love to hear. Like I say, it was definitely one that got rented out a lot for me when I was a kid. And then eventually I did end up getting the VHS of it. And yeah, I've seen it so many times, including the second one as well. So there we go. What do you guys think? That is it. And I will see you guys for another one. Bye for now.